Hi, welcome back. We're going to be doing some two-point perspective drawing. It's a linear perspective system. We're going to draw some digital cameras today, and it's a little bit different than what you learned, but the things you learned from one-point perspective will help you out. So if we're drawing in one-point perspective, the flat side of a box is facing us, and the rest of the lines of the box will go towards a vanishing point. This is one-point perspective. Notice how that's really flat right there. Those lines go down towards the converging point, and then we have the bottom. So that's the old system. What we're going to do is take that same box and we're going to rotate it. The corner is going to point towards us, right towards our nose this time. So those lines will actually go towards two different vanishing points in two different directions. That'll be the same for the bottom as well. So the very first thing we need to do on our horizon line or eye level is put in two separate vanishing points. On a horizon, those would flow far, far away if you're outside on the landscape. So this is how this system works. That vertical line is the corner of the box pointing towards me. And then these lines they will follow where the sides of the box will go. So there's the left side and the right side of that box, right there, and right there, okay? But because it's above our eye level, we need to get the bottom of the box as well. And this is a little tricky, but simple to get once you've done it a couple times. The left side of the back of the box goes towards the right vanishing point and vice versa. Very, very simple. So now we're going to take that same exact box and put it exactly on eye level or on the horizon line, and then we'll draw it below as well. Notice there's the corner of my box. The sides go back towards two separate vanishing points on the left and on the right, and we won't see the top or the bottom. And then if it's below our horizon line or our eye line, we'll be able to see the top of the box and the corner and the sides. So you should be getting the idea that this system has a lot of the same elements. We're just going to use them in different ways. The left side and the right side. Please be sure to make your lines as vertical as you can. And the top left will go towards the right vanishing point and vice versa. We're going to use that information to draw a real basic object, this digital camera here, and we're going to turn it at an angle so the corner is pointed towards us. We'll do it above the horizon line, on the horizon line, and below the horizon line. Once you have these skills, you guys will be able to have lots of fun with lots of different kinds of perspective drawings. All kinds of objects work for this. We're going to make sure we include some of the important details, but this is a pretty simplified drawing. So you'll add details you see. Later on you can shade it and things like that. So there's my two vanishing points. Here's the corner of my camera, and then that side goes towards a vanishing point. The lines start to converge on my right side, so I need two parallel lines to make up the right side of the camera. The left side of the camera, those lines go towards the vanishing point. Then I need one more parallel line to make the left side. On the bottom, I want to do that trick we just did a minute ago. Take the bottom right side and draw it towards your vanishing point on the left, and take the bottom left side and draw it towards the vanishing point on the right. Here's the input for the battery or something for the camera. Notice those lines go towards the vanishing point. And then we need to draw this part, the lens. It's going to be a little bit more tricky, but we'll be able to do it. First start with a square. That square, notice the top and bottom go towards the vanishing points. Inside that square, I want you to draw an X from corner to corner. Because the square is in perspective, we need to find the center of that box. The center of that box is a vertical line right where those lines cross. So it won't be in the center, and that's okay, that's good, that's in perspective. Where all those lines cross, point your ruler right at the vanishing point and draw one more line. That will create a bunch of lines that show you how to make a circle in perspective. I'm going to start by little arcs on the vertical and the horizontal kind of line, the plus shape. Then I just connect them. And your circle will not look exactly round. That's a good thing. It's in perspective now. That's how you draw a circle in 2-point perspective. So here's the camera on eye level. Notice those sides go towards the vanishing point, just like that. Okay, and notice how the circle gets a little bit distorted as we draw it in perspective. I'm just showing people how to do this again, how to draw that circle, because it's a little bit confusing. Just fill it in. Then I added these details. They go towards the vanishing point with converging lines. So here's the final digital camera we're going to draw. It's below the horizon line, so we can draw the top now. You guys know how to get to this point, I'm sure, at this by now. So here's how we draw the top. Same as the bottom, it goes towards the opposite vanishing point. So there's my basic camera shape, or form rather, the illusion of form. What I want to do is I want to have you guys add some of those details in, and one of the hardest things will be that top circle where the shutter release is on the camera. But you're going to take this same box idea right here, you're just going to use it at the top. And on your box, just estimate about what you think would be an equilateral square to make a perfect circle. For right now, we're not going to worry about how to make it exactly right. But you should have no guesswork in this system. Every line is, I can generically say every line is either vertical, like that one, or it goes towards a vanishing point, like this one. Almost every line is going to do that when we're trying to draw three-dimensional things that are rectilinear or cubic in nature or geometric. Remember to grow those arcs and get a complete circle. So I'm going to leave the problem of how to solve that one up to you, but a couple of clues are those two lines go towards the vanishing point and those two lines. So when you draw your X in the middle, it's going to go corner to corner, and then the other lines both go towards vanishing points. Get a circle and a leash on there. Have fun with your digital camera drawing. Like to see your results.